Alright, today we're going to be making some Saturn Yellow neon dice. I'm going to be using eye candy. So first we're going to start off by pouring all the resin we need. I know I'm going to need approximately 6 ounces of resin or so. So we give that a go. Got the resin on one side, hardener in the other. Measure off, match up. It's 1-to-1 ratio. And then we're just going to mix them together here. Dump one cup into the other. At least that's how I do it. And yep, that'll do it. So now we're going to stir it for the recommended amount of time. See how it starts off getting kind of cloudy. You know when it's done, when it gets clear again, or you know when your timer goes off. It'll look kind of like this. That's looking pretty good. So make sure you're also scraping the sides, bottom, getting that all mixed up nice and good. And again, eye candy, Saturn Yellow pigment, mica powder, and it's packaging, so of course I struggle with it. We're going to give it a few scoops here, watch it go all over the place like it tends to do, and maybe not so bad because I knew this time. But yeah, we're gonna stir it in, get all nice and yellow. Downside was it wasn't as yellowish as I thought, so I thought I'd try this Pearl X bright yellow, which is technically really a gold. Yeah, I ended up mixing this in. Kind of made it look like pee a little bit. First things first, though, I'm gonna scrape off the excess mica powder off of my powder scooper. You don't want to mix the powders together there, contaminate them. Give it a little bit and start stirring it in. Like I said, it made it look like pee a little bit, at least to my eyes. So what did I do? I added more. Why not, right? Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Oh, why not a bigger scoop? Sure. Make it look like it's got a kidney infection or something. Give that a pretty good stirring. Gotta make sure everything's all nice and mixed up. And of course, I thought it got to looking too much like pee, so I added some more Saturn Yellow in. And I kind of settled for this banana-ish color. And so, to kind of recover from this, I thought I'd try to go with like an inverted navy theme and throw a piece of blue leaf foil in there. I'm going to stir it up, get it broken up, and immediately it starts to look like it could be some kind of bile-ish vomit. I started having second thoughts about what I was doing with my life at this point here, but I proceeded to carry on. Got it mixed up, and I thought, man, this is going to come out looking better than what I had it at. So, yeah, let's start getting my molds ready. If we're going to make ugly dice, we're going to make them, right? And, you know, just normal steps. Get it in there nice and slow and steady. Whoop, unlike that. I said steady. Steady. Anyway, you want to overflow or overfill a little bit. Make sure you're going to add a little bit on top of your, or on the faces of the lids of your molds. That way you don't get any bubbles or pulled faces. You notice the air bubbles that were there are gone now because I hit it with my torch. And here I'm just going to squish the, gently squish, that is, the lid on. And there's a better view right here. Get rid of some of that, whatever that was. But, you know, squish the lid on. You can see I got them wrapped up in the back. The other ones I've already done. I want to make sure that the lid is all the way secure, or all the way sealed. You'll notice I've got it on some wax paper here. That's to help prevent leaks, or spillage technically. It's going to leak. But this way, it contains the leaks, and it doesn't stick to my other wax paper or to the wood of my platforms. And overall, it just keeps it cleaner once it goes into the pressure pot, or even when it's just sitting there on the desk. Here I'm just adding the rubber bands without a support over the top or on the bottom, I just do a loose rubber band. Keeps the lid nice and snug, at least in my experience. And it's gonna load up my pressure pot here. You can see where I've had some spills in the past, and that one almost didn't want to fit because I had my butcher paper, or I guess it's not butcher paper, but it's wax paper, a little too snug. Gonna seal the lid and bring it on up to 40 psi here. Nice little time lapse for everybody, and then we're gonna wait for 24 hours. But while we're waiting, please make sure to click that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when new content drops. And here we are 24 hours later. Boom. Yeah. Everything's, at least ready for demolding. It's not fully cured. It takes about 72 hours, but 24 hours in, you're safe to demold. And technically, with this Envirotex light, you're going to be good to demold in about 12 hours. Although I prefer to give it to 24 hours if possible. And as usual, we'll just go ahead and get rid of all this flashing. Again, extra flashing generally means that you had plenty of resin. I'm going to peel back the lid here, and I don't know. I mean, looks like it could be good. Just, it still kind of looks... I mean, some of it's bright, some of it still looks like vomit. Some people might like these though. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. I got a bunch, 5 sets of these now. And let's unroll the next. That's a lot. Now, if that doesn't look like bait, I don't really know what does. And it likes to stick to my hand. The flashing is statically charged, or maybe it just likes me for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can see they look okay. They'll probably be a lot better when they're inked. Thinking about maybe inking them in a metallic blue or black would show up pretty good, or even silver. But of course, me being in the hurry I am to get a couple videos out for everybody, I didn't ink these guys first. They still, right now, they're still sitting in my drawer waiting to be sanded, and I don't know why I included this shot. Maybe look at the chicken broth looking cubes of dice there. And this one gave me a little bit of trouble. Anyway, yeah, not all experiments are going to be successful. Yeah, I guess it kind of does remind me of like a chicken broth cube, or chicken bouillon technically, I guess. Anyway, I hope you liked watching this disaster and that giant pile of flashing I have in the back. If I just wanted to have added the gold, it probably would have been nice and bright and fine. Definitely not the blue. Definitely rethinking the blue. Anyway, here's hoping all of your experiments are better than this one. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll have more content for you. Later.